Hi, this is Sharon with Rough Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom, and right now we are burning up here in Florida, but that's okay, we're about to hit the road. Last week we shared some things that we got rid of since we started RVing. We got rid of several things. We found out we had redundant things, we had too many of things, and we had some big items that we didn't even need, and you can check that out right up here. And so for this video, we realized, well, we got rid of some things, but we added some things. So check out what we added in the beginning and over the years to make RV life more comfortable and efficient for us. Okay, so we talked about what we dropped, and it's ongoing. Just know that RV life, that purging is going to be ongoing. You're always going to be analyzing, do I really need this thing? Yes or no? Maybe. But we did add some things. So, and you will add some things.
Well, I added a 36-gallon poop tote that we didn't have originally, and we found that with adding that, we could do laundry more often, and we could stay longer in certain parks that don't have full service, because I could just, and we wouldn't have to pack up the RV, go to the dump station, dump, come back, and then set everything back up again. I could just dump into the poop tote, make 1-2 trips, and life is good. Spend an hour doing that as opposed to moving the whole thing.
Yes.
So that was great, and we have a place that it packs. Another thing that I added for myself was I put 2 fishing rod holders on my roof rack next to the kayak so that I don't have to try and cram them in a bay or tie them up to the roof inside the car, and etc, etc, etc. I have more space inside my bay, inside my car. I just put them on top of the roof in a container. You can buy a fishing rod container.
Yeah, works well.
That's something I use to help my situation.
We also bought another dehumidifier because we realized the one that we had, first of all, wasn't big enough. And second of all, it wasn't doing the job for the bathroom. The bathroom generated a lot of moisture. And so we have a little one in there, and it fills up like that.
If you're going to be in the southeast United States, bring a humidifier, a dehumidifier.
Yeah, dehumidifier.
Bring one with you. You're going to need it.
Make sure it's big enough, and we recommend 2 versus 1. And these are just countertop dehumidifiers. Now, I guess if you have the room, you could get a great big one. I'm not sure. We don't have the room.
Right.
So we did the countertop, 2 of them. And it seems to keep our humidity. We do have a gauge inside of our RV that is, it didn't come with our RV, but anyway, it tracks the humidity, and we stay, I mean, it really does help.
Mm-hmm.
We also have those little, what are they called? They have the little pellets in them. Evadry. And you can hang them up. They are little orange beads when it's charged, and as it absorbs moisture, the beads become dark, and then you plug it in and it'll dry those beads out, and you can use them over and over again. And I like those better than the damp rid little cans that can tip over and spill.
Another thing I did almost right off the get-go was my motorhome came with the lights in the ceiling were halogens, and they were so hot you couldn't hardly touch the covers on them. Really hot. So I replaced all the halogens lights in our ceiling and also in our spotlights around the edges with LED lights. Those covers, you can touch them anytime you want. If you need to change out an LED bulb, you just reach up there and pull it out, and you won't get a 3rd-degree burn. They also use a lot less amps than a halogen bulb, so you're saving on heat being generated inside your RV and amperage. So those work very good, and the light is nice. No issues with the light quality at all from them.
Right, and you don't have to worry about that adding weight.
No. No, that's just a good, I just think it's a good thing to do. If you can save amperage and you can save on indoor heat, to me, that's just a win-win there. Another thing we did was we added a couple of space heaters. We do have a floor heater that likes to burn a lot of propane in the winter. And when we were out in our ventures out west, it gets cold out there. And one time she went and left me to stay with her daughter, and left me in the cold RV in 20 degrees, and I went to Lowe's and bought another space heater. So I have 2 So I now have one for the back, the bedroom, and I put one up front. And our heat pump that's in the roof, it's good most of the time till about 38, 40 degrees, and then it says, no, I'm not doing this anymore, and just wants to blow out cold air at that point. But with the 2 space heaters, keeps the inside of our RV nice and toasty, even without the roof heat pump. So that is something that we added a little bit later on after our first year out, which we ran out of propane on our first trip out.
Yeah, because you will burn through some propane when you're using that propane heater. Just take note of the amperage that's being used for the space heaters.
I think ours are 1550 BTUs, our little space heaters. I think that's what they are.
Yeah. So also, and I guess since we're kind of talking about helping with energy conservation within your RV, keeping it hotter or cooler, one thing that I waited too long to get blackout drapes, insulating drapes for the RV, and I did that, and wow, what a difference as far as keeping it cooler or keeping it hotter, warmer, whatever we needed it to do. And also, I added shears just for looks and privacy. I wasn't even thinking that that would make a difference, but adding shears with those drapes actually blocked even more heat or cold, so it also helped insulate the RV. So that was a big help.
We had those day-night blinds that you go up and down with it, changes the color, but aesthetically maybe they looked okay, but they really weren't as functional for keeping heat out or cold out.
You could feel it. You could feel it. They are not insulating at all.
So we
Ours
said,
weren't.
these got to go. So they went, and we, like she said, we got the drapes up and the shears, and now it works very well.
Even shears right over the kitchen window block the sun from just beating down in there. And I did it, so don't think it was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money when you go buying for every single window in your RV. It's less than your house. But we did it over time, where I'm like, well, this part was really bugging me. The cab area needed to be replaced, so we replaced those, and then one by one, or room by room, well, there's only 2 rooms really, but window by window, we replace them.
Yes.
So it's not like you have to do it all at once. Also, when that table came out, we put a big rug in that living area of our RV, and that is a great place for the dogs to lay if they choose to not lay on the couch, but it also insulates the floor a little bit.
And we don't have carpeted floors. We have tile floors, so the tile does get cold in the winter.
Yes.
So the rug did help.
It's very good. And also the slide, if you have a slide out, you know how the air can come in through your slide, it blocks out a little bit. So that's what we've added. Now there's been more things that we've added, but those were just a short list of some things that have made our life so much more comfortable. So I have a question for you. Have you added anything to your RV that has made your life more comfortable in RV life? Drop in the comments below. Also, keep watching, because we're going to talk about some things that we added to our RV life that we really waited too long for. We wish we'd have done it sooner rather than later. So check that out. That's going to be coming soon. And until next time, if you enjoy seeing videos like this, go ahead and subscribe so others can see our videos. This really is a labor of love. We started years ago just sharing campground reviews, and now here we are 7 years later. We're stationary 1.5 years and traveling for 5 years, and we love RV life and we love sharing. So say hey in the comments, follow the journey. Hope to see you on the road sometime. Safe travels. Bye.